Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salam ala Sayyidil Mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahabati ajma'in. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. Subhanaka la fahma lana illa ma fahamtana innaka antal jawadul karim. Qul rabbi zidni ilma. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. ولا تأكلوا أموالكم بينكم بالباطل وتدلوا بها إلى الحكام لتأكلوا فريقا من أموال الناس بالإثم وأنتم تعلمون. صدق الله مولانا العظيم. So, alhamdulillah, after the discussion of the injunctions of fasting and the specialities of the month of Ramadan, which is essentially learning discipline by abstaining from halal at a particular time, for a particular period of time, for particular things, in a particular way, as we mentioned in the definition of fasting. So now here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions very sort of connectedly, if you will, here is the mention of what we call sari al-haram, which is, absolutely haram, and the necessity to abstain from haram and all of the means which lead to a haram, which is basically the wealth that we acquire and its use. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا تَأْكُلُوا أَمْوَالَكُمْ بَيْنِكُمْ بِالْبَاطِلِ. Do not eat your wealth falsely, unjustly. In other words, don't eat one another's wealth. Don't usurp other people's property. Don't make false claims, etc. So there's a lot of issues which come to play here, which come under that heading. لا تأكلوا أموالكم بينكم. Don't eat the one another's wealth in falsehood, unjustly, in vanity. وتدلوا بها إلى الحكام لتأكلوا فريقا من أموال الناس بالإثم. And one of the prevalent ways of eating one another's wealth unjustly is through the medium of bribery. So here this is addressed directly. وَلَا تُدْلُوا بِهَا. Tudlu, idla, is basically meaning when you put something forward, or send something down. For example, like when the fisherman puts the bait on the hook and he sends it towards the fish to attract him towards the bait. So this word is used also here for the attraction of the hukam, for the people who are in authority, to influence them in your favor, which would ultimately lead in usurping other people's property or eating other people's property unjustly. So this is the addressing the issue of bribery, which is strife, throughout the world, particularly in the lesser developed countries. In the lesser developed countries, it's very apparent. In the developed countries, it's very developed. So you don't see it, but it's definitely there. And this is also this is due to the inherent greed that human beings have in their hearts, and connected with the non-presence of taqwa, and also the correlation here between fasting and learning abstinence from halal. If we can learn how to discipline ourselves and abstain from halal at a particular period of time, then it will be all the more easy for us to abstain from haram, which is absolutely, forbidden. So if we don't acquire that taqwa and we don't acquire that discipline, then all of these situations are going to come to play, which we see now prevalent in the world. So don't send, funds or use your money to lure the people in authority to pass judgments by which you will further, eat people's money and consume and usurp other people's money unjustly. وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. And the fact of the matter is that you know very well what you're doing. It's not like we don't know what we're doing, we don't know what's... Everybody in the world, whether they're Muslims or non-Muslims, know that such practices are absolutely, forbidden and absolutely against all values of humanity. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to understand that. Of course, there's a number of injunctions that we need to discuss under this heading. Inshallah, we'll approach that tomorrow and the ensuing days. Inshallah, thumma inshallah wa akhir da'wana. And alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.